Another day, another death. Or is it the same nightmares? We let the dogs do it for us. We don't cry tears. I keep hearing this cry business, man. And a lot of people cry this, cry that, popping up on my YouTube shit. Do not share tears if you do not need to share tears. Feel me? There's always a time and a place for it. Do not force it. You feel me? People just want to cry just to cry. And I'm like, yo, man, cry for a reason. Cry for a cause. You know what I mean? A lot of people are crying, but it's dry tears. You feel me? Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that they not. A person can be laughing and crying. You feel me? Just dry tears. It's just another form of crying. So don't be fooled, man. A lot of people want to feel superior over somebody and make someone else feel inferior. But let's take a look at the inferior and the superior. If you have to be superior over somebody, that means that that person has a power over you. The inferior will always have a power over the superior. You understand? If I have to feel superior over you, then that means that when I'm gone, that means that you're gonna find somebody else to fill that spot again. But if you feel superior within yourself, or you place your superiorness in God, then that means that treasure cannot be stolen. You feel me? That's something that can be there forever. So for those who wants to feel superior over hurting others, just know that it's actually quite the opposite. You are actually displaying inferior capabilities, and you can never be inferior, and you can never be superior over somebody else. You just can't. It doesn't work like that. You feel me? It might fool others, but you can't fool the intelligent being. You just can't fool God himself. Every trick in the book, God knows it. You feel me? If I made you, then why will I play you? You feel me? And that's how you gotta carry yourself. I never seen a second place runner running and worrying about a person in third place. A second place runner will always run to catch the first place runner, and the first place runner is always running to catch the finish line. You dig? So a superior, a so-called superior, is never worried about the one behind them. The only time a superior person is worried about the one behind them if the person is catching up too close. It's like a race. When the person is in the first place and they're running and the person is coming real close to them, that's when they start looking back and start running a little faster because the other person is catching up to them. So how can you be superior? How can you be superior if you worried about people behind you or people that you deem less than? How can you deem your competition that worthless, but yet you competing against them? You dig? Like, it doesn't work like that. So I just don't understand how people always try to put their value in things that they demonize, but yet at the same time are secretly competing with them. How can you secretly compete with somebody and claim that you're superior over that person? I just don't understand that. Like, somebody needs to explain that to me. Like, you feel me? My shit is just simplified. I try to understand things in the simplest form. You feel me? When God sent, what's his name? When God sent Moses, and Moses said, if they ask you who sent me, tell who do I say you are? God didn't make it complicated. God could have been like, I am the one that created the heaven and the earth and went through the whole scenario. He simply said, tell them that I am. Simplify, simple. I ain't competing against nobody. Just tell them that I am. I am who I am. I am who I said I am. Feel me? Just that simple. You look at the plants and the trees and everything else. If you take a look at if you dive into it, And we take a look at the leaves all the way down to the roots and everything else. Everything seems so complicated and it seems like so much more to learn. But when you look at it, it seems effortless. Look at it. It seems effortless. It seems like it's just growing naturally. And that's God himself. And if we are on this earth, and we are the children of God, we need to be effortless in our approach on life. Everything is going to come naturally. The only time it doesn't come naturally, or you start and things start getting hard on you, that's when you're trying too hard. You feel me? Niggas be trying too hard. Like, they secretly competing with you. They're trying to stop you from making bread. Like, how can you be better than me when you are here every day planning? That's what the devil does. The devil is trying to be like God, but at the same time, he make it seem as if he's not competing with God. Like, come on, man. Let's get it together, man. Let's get it together, man. Either you gonna be God-like or you gonna be satanic. Which one do you choose? Feel me? And you can choose God-like all you want, but your actions and your character and your being tells otherwise. You feel me? So people just be like, I had to just drop this shit real quick. This is more like a side quick note. You feel me? A quick side note. Or a note side quick. Like, however you want to place each word. Or each noun, whatever you want to do. Each verb, whatever you want to place it in. Is whatever you choose to do, you dig? But God said, I am. You feel me? That's all he said. He said, tell them that I am. He could have said Almighty, Jehovah, you feel me? The Alpha and the Omega and everything else like that. But he didn't say that. He just said I am. And that's to me, when I think about God, that's the only thing I think about is that I am. It's just so simple. How do you speak to somebody? How do you speak to somebody, right? How can you be an intelligent being and not be able to simplify the most complicated information in the world? It's about making it easy so that even the average person can understand it and teach others too. And that's what God does the most. And I couldn't compare myself to anybody. If I compare myself to you, that means that I am inferior to you. I cannot be superior to you. The only way I can be superior to you if I'm in first place and I'm competing against something. Even a sheep knows his shepherd. You dig? Like, even if sheep were in the race, it doesn't matter if